In 1993, Pollok Housing Scheme was a socially deprived area of Glasgow, plagued by unemployment, illegal loan sharks and doorstep lenders. A group of 12 individuals then decided to form a study group and received training from Scottish Credit Union Development Agency to set up Pollok Credit Union. In our first year of operation then we managed to get a membership of 167 members, and our loans given out in that first year was £48,000.
The Pollok Credit Union opened the exact same day that I was born, on the 8th of November 1993. I like working with the members at the front counter, filling in their loan applications or just any queries I've got at the counter.
In 2002 we moved into the Pollok Shopping Centre, and that was the first time that a credit union had moved into high street premises. Such was the demand for credit union services at that time that we trebled our membership within 9 months of being in the shopping centre. The longer hours opening in the Pollok Shopping Centre meant that we were then open 6 days a week. So we then started to hire staff, and in 2002 then these 4 members of staff then took on most of the collection work at the new unit. Developing volunteers to take staff positions has always been our aim at Pollok Credit Union. 16 staff members that we have at Pollok, then around 45% of them have been volunteers or apprentices. There's a great amount of pride and a sense of achievement in that, and also being locally, within the community. It means that you then have an empathy with the local community that we're in.
I've been involved with Pollok Credit Union since 1997. I first started as a volunteer, and in 2005 funding became available and got the opportunity to be a member of staff. I love working, helping the community. I love it's community based. I love everything about the credit union.
In 2005 we decided to set up the Greater Pollok Enterprise Trust, and primarily this was to help people back into self-employment, but also to begin projects that would help the local community to manage things for themselves. To this aim then, in 2007 we were approached by some members who were being made redundant from a company who were going to liquidation, a nursery company. To help them to get back into employment again, we took over the nursery provision that was going to get shut down. This became then Southside Daycare, and Southside Daycare then worked out from Duff Street in Nitshill. This was an old church hall which we were in for about 7 years, but then in 2014 we managed to get purpose-built premises in South Nitshill, where we've now converted that, and we now provide childcare facilities for 72 children. In 2008 we started negotiations with post office counters, as we heard that the local post office was about to be closed. So what we decided to do then was approach them to see if we could take that on under Greater Pollok Enterprise Trust, which after a year of negotiations we managed to do, and from there we managed to negotiate then a unit within Sutherland Shopping Centre. And that unit within the Sutherland Shopping Centre then now houses the post office, but also Pollok Credit Union too. We are now able to offer credit union services and post office services 6 days a week, 9 o'clock to 5:30, and longer than any credit union in the UK. In 2012 we were approached by North Glasgow Homes to take over a unit in Saracen Street in Postle Park to try and deliver credit union services then to that area. We've now got 1,000 members from that area. In 2016 we are about to open our latest unit, and that will be in Maryhill Shopping Centre, and that will now be open from 9 o'clock to 5:30 also, 5 days a week, and 9 until 1 o'clock on a Saturday. So I think that Pollok Credit Union has now expanded to those 5 units where cover the whole of the city. Our members have now achieved £7.5 million in savings. Our 16 staff now deal with 170,000 transactions in a year, totalling over £20 million. So I think that shows the impact that we've had in the local community, but also in the wider community too, and some of the projects that we've done through the nursery and the post office. Since 1993 we have now loaned out over £40 million to our members, saving them in excess of £24 million in interest. And I think that's to the credit of the directors and the staff and the volunteers who have all helped bring us along this journey of 22 years. And if you're asking, what do we hope our members see in us, then I would say that they trust us. We're a trusted brand. They trust us with their money, they trust us with their savings, and they trust us to have products there that they can access at affordable rates of interest. I can remember times when we used to have some members coming in and they would count the pennies and the 5 pences over the counter, you know, just to save up. And maybe a year or 2 years later down the road, we're coming in for a loan, they would say, I've never had £100 in my bank before. And I think that's what we have to maintain as a credit union. That is what we have to deliver to our members, because at the end of the day, the members own the credit union. We are only here to serve.